big of a jerk are you?
So I sent Patrick's letter, right, or package, you know, because we're sending him some stuff.
Yeah.
And I put a post-it on the end of there, and I said, "By the way, you made Sean cry." Smiley face to Shannon. I thought it was funny.
That's terrible.
It's funny.
All right. Hey, Blue Table fans! It's time for a morning show.
That we haven't done in so long, and actually, I don't usually do them. I'm sneaking in on Sarah's part.
I like it. I actually think that's great. I want to say something nice about Shannon right out of the gate. And I realized this, it all kind of like came together, which is Shannon has integrity. When she says she's going to do something, she does it. And when she makes a commitment, she keeps it.
So you now are just realizing that I have integrity?
No, I've realized it subconsciously the whole time and appreciated it in sort of under different labels, like, oh, she's very professional. But so, then I realized...
Are you going to tell them how you came about this factor?
I'm always trying to get Shannon to cut class and come to Extreme Midget Wrestling. I'm trying to get her off her diet. I'm trying to get her to do all the opposite. And I'm just like, oh my gosh,
don't give in,
I'm like the devil.
I don't give
like
in,
an angel appears on one shoulder, and Sean appears on the other shoulder. Would you like some Twinkies?
Yeah. Midget wrestling. Alrighty. He wants me to ditch class for midget wrestling.
Let's talk about
Which
midgets.
I would like to. Oh, are we going to go through this? No. What if we have viewers that are?
Tell us what you think about midgets. Go ahead.
Are they midgets? I call them midgets. I think they prefer little people.
Yeah.
Dwarfs, I think, is a thing too. I love them though. Can I just say that?
Yes.
I have always wanted a best friend who is a little person, and I just think they are the cutest things on the whole entire planet. The cutest people. I listen to people.
What was the thing you did yesterday?
Well, every time I see one,
you can't say hi.
I can't say hi. I get so nervous, and I'm like, ah, and I just like smile at them so retardedly that I probably make them so uncomfortable. But I love them.
What's wrong with her?
Yeah. They're so cute. Everything about them is so cute.
That's fantastic.
So I need a best friend. If you're a little person, let's talk.
Yep.
Yeah. Seriously, we will hang out every day.
So I'm headed up to like this mountain town in Utah for a family thing. Could I be more vague?
Was this last weekend?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And so I'm coming out of this gas station, and I glance back, and there's a poster for Extreme Midget Wrestling, and I'm like, oh, at last my life can be fulfilled.
Yeah,
or
really,
as Ben says, at least half fulfilled.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and I'm really sad that I have class that night, but we're midterms, and you know. So
it's all the realism and conflict of professional wrestling. But with midgets.
Might I add, in a very small town here in Utah,
yes.
so...
Yeah, we have to drive an hour up into the hills.
Up into the canyon. Which I find it absurd
That's
that
awesome.
it's even up there. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, why isn't it in, like, Salt Lake or something
right.
like that?
I could see that. Or
it's
Orem or something.
County.
Yeah, it's weird. I want to go. So, you better record it.
I bought 6 ringside tickets.
How much were they?
Now, what I did is, because I bought those, and I'm like, oh, crap, what if more than 6 people want to come?
Right.
And so I'm like, all right, everyone has to pitch in half for their tickets.
Right.
That way, if there were a lot of people, I would have some extra money to go buy more tickets.
If they pay, they're gonna more than likely go.
There you go.
Yeah.
But as it turns out, I really only think I'm gonna get 6 people, so I'm just gonna.
So how much were the tickets for?
They were $25.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, that seems a lot to go drive an hour.
And see midgets wrestle?
No, I just
don't think
where
so.
it is and stuff. I guess I imagine it being in a barn or something like this.
I don't know. It could be.
Yeah. I don't know.
It could
There's a lot of weird things that happen in the backwoods of Utah.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna throw that out there.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are for you in case you do
cry. In case
cry.
I get all misted up.
Yeah.
When I read that soldier's letter out loud to the staff, by the way, I called everybody and I'm like, you guys need to listen to this.
He waited until
that was the 3rd time I had read it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get it without misting up this time.
He didn't. No. And I called him. I called him on it. I was like, are you crying right now? I believe I got fired that day.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you're fired. No way, you're hired back.
Yeah.
I can't stay mad at Shannon.
It's so hard.
Lord knows I've tried.
Have you?
No.
Oh, I was like...
What?
Wow.
Seriously? Alright, anyway.
Alright, so, I had something happen to me this morning, and so we're going to talk about this. I was on my way to class this morning, and and a guy was walking ahead of me, but he was, 5-10 feet away ahead of me.
Right.
And so really, it was just inconvenient for him. But he got to the door, opened it, and stood there and waited for me to walk through. And I just was like, thank you. And people don't do that anymore. What happened to chivalry? What happened to that?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I have an answer for that.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
What is the answer?
Oh, I do. You're not going to like it, though.
Probably not, but...
The women killed it. Yep.
Like the
They
independent
killed it,
women,
right?
they're like, don't open my doors.
That's right.
I am a very independent woman, but I also love the gesture of somebody trying to open the door for me.
But that's just it. It used to be there was a tradition.
Right.
There was something commonly understood. Now it's not. Guys don't even know what to do anymore.
Well,
so
I think
like,
it's something when you
oh,
get...
guess I'm playing Xbox now.
Yeah. I think it's something when you get a little bit older, though, you tend to appreciate things like that.
I still do that.
Yeah.
I open the door for my wife. And
for me and Sarah,
that's most of the time.
Right.
You know?
Well, it's funny because
So,
I have Quentin.
I grew up with that.
Quentin's 10, and I think it's so important. So I actually will stop and I'll be like, open the door, Q, and I just snap my fingers.
Wow. Well, come on in, I guess. We're only in the middle of a morning show. No, actually, you should come in.
I didn't know if you're done.
No, come in. Come in. Get in. No.
Sarah!
Come on. No, you do. This is what you have to do. You have to just get in the middle.
I'll stand back
make an
here.
appearance, and then we'll finish the morning
Never get
show.
to do that.
She'll be the commentary.
Whoops, sorry.
No, but that's no fun.
I'm
No one
now
needs
here.
To see you. Well, they did get to see her. I wish you could see her.
Flapping away like a bird.
With your tongue sticking out.
Yeah, well, I was trying to help.
Yeah, thanks. So, good to see you.
Yeah.
Guys, do.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, there's not paint on my suede chairs. I forbid
Is that
it.
paint?
Oh, no, that's for me. Yeah, actually.
You're
Peeling off the templates for the Adepticon swag bags. Going to Adepticon? Apparently you're not going?
Not
Is that it?
going.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's brutal.
She's gonna go.
So, but I think we have 7 people going, which is our record for us.
Yeah.
It is actually. It's one
Most
more
we've
than
had is
the
6.
largest.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm super sad I'm gonna miss it, and I would love to meet
There
all
you
you
go.
guys out there, but yeah, maybe next year. We'll shoot.
Maybe. Definitely.
Definitely, Sarah says.
It's
And
all
she gave me
about
the eye,
planning
like I
ahead.
better not back down or she's gonna kill me. So I think I'm gonna go next year, guys.
So we were talking about chivalry.
Chivalry.
And,
Oh, yeah. So I was
like
in the
the
middle of my
women
story,
killed
though.
the Once you go across it, you can't come
Right.
back from that. It's out there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, I have a 10-year-old son, and I think it's so important. And so, like I was saying, I actually will stop, and I will, come on, get the door,
Wow.
I know. I
You
snap.
your
I
fingers
snap,
out.
though.
And you snap. Well, can you do that again?
No, it's not very good.
A little slow. No,
Yeah,
it's
so
cracking.
and I actually teach him the way to do it, because he used to open the door and stand in front of it, so it was awkward for me to get in.
Yeah.
So
You've
there's a
gotta
way to
do
do it.
the
You
right
need to open it,
approach.
and you need to be behind the door so that women can get through. And actually, we went out to Vegas in January, and Vegas is crazy. There's so many people all the time and stuff. And so I made Quentin open the door for us, and behind us there is this group of big black women. And they have a huge group coming through too, right? Of just all these women. And I'm assuming they were sisters or something. It was a huge family. And so I made Quentin hold the door for all these women. And these women, oh, thank you so much, baby, for opening the door for us. And he is just bright red. And he's like, oh my gosh, Mom, that's the worst thing. I'm like, did you see how happy you made them, though?
Yeah.
They loved it. So, yeah. I think it's so important.
You do got to watch your approach, though. Like, if the car is pulled in and you're approaching from the front, the woman has to go. You don't zip up like you're going to open the door, because then how she's going to get by? She has to go first. She clears the door.
Right.
You open the door. You also have to watch to make sure she's in all the way. Like
Right.
if she's wearing a skirt or a dress, that can't be hanging down. You have to kind of be attentive there. Same thing with the whatever
Well,
it
it's
is.
kind of like when guys
And when
open
they're
the
getting
door
out,
and
you
let me
offer your
shut it.
hand with the other hand so they can,
You like when they do or don't?
I like when they let me shut it, because then I can have time to settle in. And they're not waiting for me, so I don't feel rushed to get in. So they just open it. and
I'm a
walk away.
shutter. Open and shut. That's how that works.
I gotta have some of my independence in there, I can shut the door, guys.
There's your problem. It's the inconsistency. It's the inconsistency.
Ask your girl.
Because it
Ask
used
her.
to be that is a good way, and that actually ties into the fundamentals of etiquette,
Right.
which
You
is
should
you
always
follow
ask.
the host. Whatever
Right.
the host or hostess is doing,
Right.
that's okay to do. So you never go wrong. If you're at a dinner or whatever, you just watch the host or hostess.
What if the host or hostess is not being very host-like?
Then you can be
that's
completely
okay.
inappropriate.
Etiquette says
Do what
they're
they do.
establishing the standard for.
So if they're not opening
At least
doors
according
and
to
they're
one
just
thing
doing
I've
whatever,
read.
you should just behave
I
the same way.
actually used to teach
You don't want to
etiquette.
show them up.
I've forgotten
right?
90% of it. What?
You wouldn't want to show them
Yeah,
up.
he used to teach etiquette. I found this out the other day, and I think that is interesting, right, Sarah?
Yeah, because I am a bit of a slob. There's a bit of an Oregon boy coming out that doesn't sit right, doesn't have good posture, and is drinking out of a mason jar.
I like mason jars.
Yeah.
For drinking out of
We used to, hold on, ready for the ultimate backwoods ghetto?
Okay.
You keep the frozen juice concentrate cans as cups.
Remember that.
Really?
Yep.
As a kid.
They wear out pretty quick,
because
but you keep them. You make your orange juice, then you drink your orange juice out of
They wear out fast, though, right? Like pretty fast.
Oh yeah, you only get 2 or 3 shots with them.
So my dad used to save like the Cool Whip and the cottage cheese containers and use those as
Cool
well.
Whip.
Mom did too.
Yeah.
No, say cool. Say whip.
I can't do it like this.
Say cool whip. Cool whip.
What is it? The Wheaties commercial? Have you seen that one? Are you talking about Family Guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he does a Wheaties commercial now, and he's Wheaties. Yeah, I can't do it. I suck. Yeah. So he says that like that. And Brand's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, and Shannon does have a bit of a Utah accent.
Do I?
Mm-hmm. You just said important.
Important.
Yeah,
it's important.
Important like Layton. I'm from Layton.
Canyon.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Apparently I have it now too.
Mountain, canyon.
Mountain.
Yeah, canyon. Canyons.
There's an Oregon accent too, crick.
Crick.
Just a little bit, not big. Because I look at the people on TV, I talk like them. That's what Americans sound like.
Talk. You know, something like that.
To work. Going to work.
Walk. A walk.
Let's hear a New York accent then.
Walk. Car.
No, say like a whole
Drive in my
sentence.
car. I want to go on a walk. I like to talk to people while I'm drinking coffee.
That's fantastic! Woo! New York, Sarah.
Not that thick.
Okay.
But I pick up on it when I go back.
Right.
Because I actually grew up as a kid in the South.
Right.
So I had the whole, South thing going on, then mixed
Right.
with the North thing, and it was just like Tennessee and New York.
So it turns out I'm going. I'm going to go to Memphis, you guys. I am planning a trip right now.
So you could go there, but not to Adepticon.
Yeah, because it's after my class is done. So
After
Right.
school.
see, Adepticon is right at my finals.
That's the problem with college students. That's all I gotta say.
There are problems.
Sorry, can't do the
Finals,
thing
things
you
like
need for your
finals.
company because I have finals.
We talked about this yesterday. You were going to be over it.
Yeah, I remember you weren't going to mention it anymore.
I wasn't.
No.
You weren't. You were
You
so
did
glad.
You guys should know by now that stuff never
This
lasts.
is why we talk to you.
Oh, by the way, first off, I love how loud the morning shows get with you. I feel like it's like at last someone's speaking at my volume with the same level of vociferous.
I don't talk this loud.
Hold on, nobody noticed my new shirt. It's microfiber if you want to feel.
I kind of do.
Oh,
Ooh, it's
yeah.
soft.
Isn't it? It costs a little extra because
So,
of that.
does this mean that if you spill on this, you can just wipe it up? Because
No, I'm gonna unbutton the bottom button. I'm gonna lift it up like this, and I'm just gonna funnel it right into my mouth.
Yeah, and then you can just get a wet rag and wipe it off.
Apparently,
Because that's what you can do with microfiber, right?
Well, my other 2 dress shirts that I love, that my wife thought I looked good in them, and that must count for something. I ruined them because I put bleach into.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, but there's like a little side cup thing in the washer, right? And I figured you put the bleach in, the rinse cycle starts, the bleach goes in, disinfects your stuff, but doesn't bleach it.
This is why men should never do much.
And so I get out my shirt, and there's this big old orangey white stain just right in the middle of it.
So you know his
And I
shirt
just
that he
like,
has
this is
with the hey hey, the face on
Blue
it?
table fans.
So on
That
the
got
back of his
bleached, too.
collar, I was like, what is that on your shirt? You
It
know,
got
because it's all
bleached.
white and discolored, and he's like, it's bleach.
I put bleach in a load of laundry.
Darks, might I add.
Oh no, I don't mix them. Not darks. There's just Sean's laundry. I take my basket.
Really?
I dump it in. Everything goes in.
Sarah's face is
Everything.
I am
Towels,
a super
socks,
sorter.
dress shirts.
I have a load of
the whole thing.
red clothes. I have a load of
I'm not that
Are you
bad.
serious?
Oh, wow.
I also have 11 people in my family. So
Oh,
it's what I
right.
do.
Okay.
Right.
But I mean, like if I can, I sort it all out.
But you got to understand my situation. Once my clothes mix in with everybody else's clothes, they're gone. They go native. I don't find those socks again. Yeah.
Everybody he means his family, so his children.
Oh no, we all do our laundry together here at Blue Table Painting.
Yeah.
We're close. We're close.
Yeah.
We just
You
eat off
should
each
do
other's
that. Then you
plates.
would never have to worry about your clothes.
Actually, we are going to put in a washer right
What?
here. It's in the
Oh,
plans.
have it here?
Yeah.
Well, once we
And
put
then
in the
have Jesse
shower
do your
downstairs,
Jesse, careful with those. Those are my skivvies, stuff like
I'm
that.
going to.
Pretty sure you're baking my
Skivvies
sauce.
is that's cool. Okay, so anyway, so I bought a shirt. Here's why. Because my 2 nice shirts are gone, so I don't all I have is the weird stuff that, is a little gross. So, we're doing final interviews for the front office position today. Well, what's so funny?
I think this is great. And that's it?
What?
You're done with it?
Done with what?
That's your story?
What was my story?
About the clothes?
The clothes, yeah. I just don't want them to get mixed in. What?
Okay, I don't know.
I'm seriously, I don't get this.
It's fine. So you
May
can
I
go back
continue?
to it.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
So it occurred, so we got 40 people down to 8 people.
I think it was more about 50.
Actually 6.
It's like 50.
Did you really do 50?
No, we didn't do that many. So we had 50 applicants, but...
No, that counts. If there were
Yeah.
50 applications,
Yeah, when we had to go, we went
That's
through all
narrow-
of
that's
them. We
narrowing
read all
down.
of them, and then
just because you don't have an interview doesn't mean they weren't in the pool.
But here at Blue Table Painting, we're pretty picky about... We tell you exactly how to apply, and if you don't follow that precisely, you're out. We don't even call you back.
Well, there's a reason for that. It's not
Right.
just for the sake of pickiness.
no, there's
It's
a reason.
because, well, you're also going to get a sheet of paper from the client saying, here's how to send my package.
Right.
Here's how to assemble my figures. Here's how
Or
to paint my figures.
You might get
So if you can't
instructions
follow
from Shannon.
one
You're gonna
instruction,
set up how to do something.
I mean, we require Dora the Explorer levels
Of math.
of math and remembering. You have to remember at least 3 things, and that's the test. Can you do 3 things on an instruction sheet correctly?
Interestingly
And if it's
enough,
not,
people can't do that.
Yeah,
though.
25 to 50% of people
Yeah.
can't. They
But
just do
we
it.
had
They're
some
not
really
paying
awesome
attention.
Oh, we did. We did.
Yeah, so let's get back to
Okay.
the shirt. So now we're down to like the final 6. We're seeing them today.
Sure.
And I was like, you know what? Here's these people, and they are so professional and so kind and so generous. Like in their emails, they're just like, I'm hoping I can show you that I'm, the right
Oh,
person
yeah.
for the job. And I'm just like, it behooves me to, pay some respect to these people. And so I can't show up like a slob to the interview either.
Oh, okay, that's where you're going. Okay.
That's what the shirt
wow,
is
that
all
was
about.
a huge roundabout way to get to that story.
Yeah, guess what?
He got
That's
there.
how I do it.
Let's kudos some of the awesome people that came though.
Really,
Some of
we
them had other
did.
jobs or had other things
I
and
do.
still thought
Right.
were awesome. So
Yeah.
we didn't just narrow it only down to where we did. Some people narrowed themselves out of it.
Right, which there were a few that we were pretty disappointed in, but we always ask that people after the interview, they go home
Disappointed
and...
that they found another job.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what we meant.
Yeah, and so we always ask people at the end of an interview, go home, think about it, now that you know what we do here and you've had a chance to meet us, see if this is something that is going to work for you, because I think an interview goes both ways.
Yep.
And so, a few people, kind of opted themselves out. They said, the time, the distance is a little
Right.
too far, which is sad. We've had a couple people that we really liked and we really wanted to get back in, but, one girl was a little too far away and another girl got another job. So it's sad, but,
It's
But
it
the
happens.
good ones are, they're
Oh yeah, we
out
still
there.
have. We have, I think, 6 people coming in today for second
You
interviews, and
can't
I'm
be
so
shocked
excited.
when
I'm
someone else
excited.
picks somebody up who you also
Oh, no.
think is awesome.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
right. Well, and that's the reverse thing. It's just like this isn't just an interview. This is a business deal. So this person's
This is
coming
somebody
in.
that we have to hang out with, and that
Right.
not only that, but they have to do the job well. I think those are 2 pretty important things to
No,
think
it is.
about when you're
Well,
hiring somebody.
That's what a business deal is. One entity out of the business deal needs something. The other person needs something. You get together, you discuss it, and then you come to an agreement and you make a deal.
Right. Yeah.
Basically. So when the person comes in to apply, I don't view them as some kind of supplicant, like, oh, they got a, hat in hand, please give me a job, sir. It's, if they're the right person, I'm lucky.
Right.
If anything,
Right.
I was thinking today, when we narrow it down to those final people, I should approach them and say, okay, now you come interview me as the owner of the business, and I'll tell you why my business is worthy of your skills.
Right.
And why I think it's a good match. And that's fair. And you just gotta treat people right that way.
You do. And I will say one thing though with that, don't go to a job interview and just act desperate. It's so sad,
Yeah.
and it is written
Oh, yeah.
all over your face. We had actually a lot of these, and I know it's the times. I think it's hard for people. I think people are just really desperate for a job and stuff. But don't portray that in your interview because it just makes us feel sad, and we don't want to hang out with you.
John and I started using the term dementors.
Yeah,
those are
Harry
people
Potter
that,
dementors.
well, never mind interviews. Let's just say generally in life, there are people who actually suck the fun and happiness out of the room from the moment that they step in.
It's true.
And I can't be around those people anymore in my life.
I need to learn how to suck things from people. Like, I'm going to take all your good energy and,
take it for my own. Why would you
So
want to do that?
I'm the guardian at the
Do you
gate.
have extra?
I need more.
I don't think dementors get happy though.
Well, there's got to be like an opposite end to
They just
that,
like a
take
black hole of unhappiness.
Well, there's got to be an opposite to that. There
is.
always
I know
is.
people that help. As soon as you see them, you're around them, you get totally. You feel happy.
So
like
do you
you
take
feel
their
lift.
happiness and like all of a sudden they're drained?
Drainers do if they're not strong enough. I don't know. Some people can hold it no matter what.
I think but happiness feeds on itself.
Oh yeah.
Like you can
Gross,
keep giving
gross,
and
gross,
giving and
gross,
giving.
gross.
Yes, I guess it
And,
really would drain you, huh?
Because this morning I was like, I wonder, I have love in my heart for how many people? Like, what is the maximum number of people?
This is something
Don't
you thought
ask me
about
this
this morning?
morning.
It's a lot. By the way.
Mine was low this morning.
I can't get enough. When I go down the street, I just want to touch people like on the shoulder and the face as I go
Oh,
by.
they love that,
Yep.
Sean.
I go,
You should
oh,
do that.
I love you so
And
much.
we need to make sure we change the incorporation a little
Yeah.
bit.
When you walk into this building, can you walk around the backside? Since nobody knows you're coming in.
I come in, there's like cardboard walls up, kind of leading me to my desk.
So you don't touch anybody anymore.
People have like signs up, no touching. No, seriously.
Better than kick me.
I guess so, huh?
Yeah.
So Sarah and I are the guardians at the gate,
Yeah.
and we burn off the slackers
With a
our
flamethrower.
truth beam.
I like the flamethrower.
Yep.
They're good on grots and
Can't
on
get
burning off.
through
Yeah.
because of the truth beam. Ah, that was a Protoss Colossus. Right there.
What?
Sorry.
Colossus?
What is
StarCraft reference.
Oh.
Oh, and I
They
made
shoot
a
a long
Warhammer 40K
burning beam
reference,
and it
he didn't
crosses
say
over and
anything
over.
about it
Didn't.
at
I
all.
caught it though.
You were
Thank
what?
you. Thank
She
you.
made a reference. Warhammer.
Oh, good. What was your Warhammer reference?
That flamethrowers are good for grots and for warding off
Oh, fantastic.
people.
Thank you.
I
Anyway.
caught it.
When I go back and look at these videos, I realize how much I'm not listening to people.
Because you don't listen.
I don't.
You talk and
It's
talk.
a weakness.
You don't even give me. I've been sitting here for like 5 minutes and I haven't said anything. And now
Okay,
that I
maybe
have
not
the floor, I
anymore.
don't have anything to say because you ruined it.
Oh, he has his teeth and he's biting his lip, and that's a sadness moment. For
Is that
Sean.
sad or is he gonna hit me? I don't know.
Don't even try getting sympathy from
It's
Shannon.
It's his
basically.
sad note.
That's it. She will laugh at you. She
Oh,
thinks
that's
it's
true.
funny.
It is kind of funny though.
It is kind of funny.
I want to get back to chivalry.
Okay.
So it used to be that when a man, oh boy, yeah, nope. Sorry, I just saw the sign that said minefield, and I decided not to go that way. Nope, I'm done.
Putting it on the
She's taking a picture of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything to say about chivalry.
Okay, good, because we have our first interview coming,
Oh,
so we should
yeah,
probably end
it
it.
is. It is high noon.
It is.
So thanks for tuning in. We had a good time. There's Sarah's hand. Apparently, Sarah's hand is the most. I did want to mention I bought a new wedding ring this morning.
You can just go and buy a new wedding ring.
But my real wedding ring, my real wedding ring is stored away because I fritz with them, I spin them, I lose them.
Take them off.
I've lost them a ton of times.
Where did you get it at?
It's just, I just buy like a $17 thing down at Seagull Books. That's it, yeah. So I buy these cheapy rings. I actually bought a bunch of hematite rings, which are made out of rock,
Yeah,
for like
remember
a
your
buck
black ones,
each.
yeah.
You know, and I bought a bunch of those
They all
just to
busted.
like, oh yeah, they're all busted up now.
Yeah, they break.
They fall off. Usually when I'm fritzing around with them and playing, I drop one on the floor. Psh. Oh,
Yeah.
oh well. Go to the wedding ring drawer, stick another one on.
The wedding
But I'll tell you,
ring
I
drawer.
don't like to not wear my wedding ring. I feel weird without it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the ladies to get their hopes up
And they all are.
and then,
Right,
you know,
Shannon?
then
They
they're
all are.
dashed.
So,
They're completely crushed when they notice the ring on
Yeah.
his finger.
Oh, he's
Like,
taken.
oh, he took
Oh, he's
that
taken.
one.
Oh, why are all the
Doesn't
good
he
ones
know he's
taken?
meant to be with me?
Stuff like Yeah.
Sean is so amazing.
I know people are crying right now because they probably didn't know you were
Yep,
married.
and that is how it's like when
Once
I'm dreaming.
we told them
at
it wasn't
night.
us married, then they thought you were available. And
Yeah.
now it's all ruined.
That's right. There was like an Adepticon
It happens all
for a
the time.
couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we had an
Well, it's
interviewer.
because we get
ask
along
her-
so well
Yeah.
that it seems like
We had someone saying, "How long have you and Sean been married?" It came in from the interview.
That's what I did.
fantastic.
We have.
Hold on, let me count. 0.
Not at all.
Yeah. I always say, what is it? Don't mistake profound respect and admiration
So wait. With this,
for marital bliss.
with this whole thing, would people think I'm your daughter then?
Have I told that story before on that morning show?
No, he has a story.
I
This
know, right?
fits,
It's
yeah.
Oh, it's
Not about
fantastic.
you whatsoever.
So,
But if you
about
say this
6
whole
years
thing,
ago, I
then
had
I
a
would be your mom. Of course,
semi-good-looking
I'm
young
almost
woman
old
working
enough.
for me.
I was very little.
And she, one day I'm like, I gotta pick up these office chairs. And so I'm like, all right, well, why don't you come with me? We're driving along, right? And I'm like, oh, what are people gonna think if I'm with this like younger woman? I'm a married man. And so we get to the place. I go to use the restroom. I come back. When I come back out, she's laughing. And I'm like, what's going on? And she says, well, the guy came over and asked me when my dad was coming back. That's the day I found out if I'm with a young, attractive woman, that's what people will think. They'll think she's my daughter. So there you go. And you're close, actually. I'm only 14, 15 years older.
And I look like 10 years younger than I am.
You do.
Oh yeah, you still
It works for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
You
that
would
was
wanna
fun.
look like
that
you're
was
10
fun
years
while it
younger than
lasted.
you are.
Thanks for tuning in.